So, good morning, everyone. Is it morning? 2 minutes to 12 UK time. But, guys, I can't play a blind eye. I can't pretend I don't hear. I can't pretend that I haven't seen it. But what I come out here to say this morning is how many more times am I going to come out here to feel so annoyed with the situation that is going on among our children in Jamaica. I can't believe this morning when I woke up and see that they found the 13-year-old that was missing burnt out in a refrigerator, and it's in the back of her yard. Well, if it's in the back of her yard, it's got to be someone close to her. And I'm thinking, how is this that no one saw all that fire, that smell, that carrying on, what took place? How is this? What happened? How did we come to this? I mean, who is in charge of this child? Who else lives with this child? What is the community like? What have they noticed? Because to be honest, I think everyone in Jamaica now needs to be given a responsibility for every child. Just like in UK, every adult have a responsibility to every child, and you cannot stop them. If my neighbor think my child hasn't come through the door 2 morning for school, she's calling the police. If my neighbor hear my child scream in my house, she's calling the police. She doesn't care about me. She's got a duty of care, because you know why? If 2 days later they found that me and those children, pass away in our house, and first thing the police gonna do, they're gonna break in, and when they find us, they start to target all the neighbors. What did you see? Why did you didn't tell anybody that you haven't seen the children coming out for school? You didn't see the car move. You didn't see anything at all. And they take the books and they keep coming. They harass them. I call it harass, because they never leave you, because you're a neighbor and they think that you should put on your care eyes. So I'm saying that every child in Jamaica needs to be under the watch of every adult. Every adult. I remember growing up, we were raised by a village. If a older person saw you on the street and you're like misbehaving, shouting, playing, wasting time, they'll just broke a piece of stick same time and go home now. And if you ever go home and tell your mom, you have to tell your mom directly why that happened, because she knows that it's something. I mean, they cover each other. They protect us, and they cover each other, and they already know that that person is not for harm, and that person is not, But I think we lose this in Jamaica. I think we've lost this. Where is this community spirit? Where is this community love? What is going on? How can people identify that something is wrong around children before things happen? Because to be honest, I'm going to say to everyone now, if you see anything, report it anonymous. Don't be afraid of anybody, because it rests deeply on your heart when you wake up and that child is no more, and you're thinking, I saw her, I saw him, he didn't look well, he was dragging his feet, he was looking away, he didn't say good morning enough, he didn't look clean, she wasn't talking to anybody, she was walking alone. And you were noticing all these things for a long, long time, but you didn't say anything to anyone. No. Now, you notice, when you see these signs around children, tell somebody. Go to the police. Go to the teacher. And if you're a teacher and you're in the school and you start noticing things, tell the social services. Get the government involved. Don't sit there anymore and think, oh, I can't wait for 3 o'clock for her to go home because she's been sleeping all day. I can't wait for 3 o'clock to come because she's so distracted. She's not doing her work anymore. She's not listening anymore. She's not attentive anymore. Those are the signs of abuse. Those are the signs of, sometimes it's not even physical abuse where you can see scars or marks or tear bags like under the eyes or that. Sometimes it's not that. Sometimes it ranges from emotional abuse, people in charge of them, calling them names, rushing them, shouting at them, not giving them enough chance to watch the TV, to go on social media, even 10 minutes, supervised time, or, not allowing them to have a snack, not allowing them to do the things that children do. And these things come out as emotional abuse. It is emotional abuse. You look like it's not it. Sometimes you don't have to spank a child or batter a child for you to be abusing that person emotionally every day. But we as adults, we can see the signs. We can see it on their face. We can see it when they're walking. We can see the withdrawal. We can see the isolation. We can see not so clean anymore. We can see it in so many ways. And as adults, we need to start looking out for these little ways and make sure that we cover in base. We cover in base, because I've seen a thing in Jamaica now where they say you can report things anonymously. Nobody have to know it's you. Nobody ain't gonna say it's you. If you have to report it anonymously, do that. Protect a child today. Save a child today. As I say, abuse doesn't have to be physical, and it doesn't have to be visible for a child to be facing abuse at home. And sometimes, because they say they're sorting after the father now, sometimes the mom leave the child or children with the father, and the father start to molest the child, and the child start to say, I'm going to tell somebody, I can't take it anymore. And this is what happened. They become frustrated, they become fearful, they feel like they're going to go to prison, they feel like embarrassment, shame is going to come down on them, so they try to get rid of that child. So it can be so many things, so many kind of abuse. It can be sexual abuse, emotional abuse, financial abuse. Sometimes the mom takes the father to, the family court for child maintenance, and the father feel like it's an embarrassment, it is a burden, it is something that he want to get rid of, and they believe that if I get rid of this child, or if I get rid of that woman, then the family court, I get rid of everything. So it ranges from so many different avenues, so many different kinds of, abuse, neglect. Because I can't understand how some women could just get up and leave their children with the father while they're just down the road having fun, wasting time, doing nothing. You understand? Because sometimes the father become frustrated as a single parent, start to neglect the child, start to mistreat the child, start to feel like, and everything start to happen. But children need to be treated better than this. Children need to be treated better than this, and the village need to start raising children in Jamaica again, because it's too much. Look at little Jaden. They haven't even found him yet. No one knows where he is, and no adult can, speak like they even have any idea where he is. How could someone just get up and disappear off the map like that, and nobody knows where he is? And I don't know. When I listen, I'm not hearing about no mom. I'm not hearing about no dad. I'm only hearing about a auntie and her husband. And it's just, people are not caring about the children as much as they should. So I'm just saying today, it's too much. Let's all step in. Let's foreignize Jamaica. Let's Americanize them. Let's Englishize them. Whatever. Let's do it. Let's do it. It doesn't matter. Do it anonymous. If you notice something new, if you notice something unusual and different, report it. Report it today, because it could be your own child. Let somebody intervene and get to the bottom of the matter. Yes.